Hey everyone, it's Mrs. Munkwitz. It occurred to me today as I am sitting at school working and preparing for your arrival that once I put my mask on, it's entirely likely that you may not see me without it again. So I wanted to make a quick video to explain a little bit about who I am and introduce myself, as I'm probably going to ask you to do, maybe not in video form, this first week. So I hope you enjoy the video, and I'll see you later. Okay, so I'm going to start at the beginning, and I grew up in this area. I went to Merton and Arrowhead, and I went to Stevens Point initially to study environmental biology, if you can imagine, and then that quickly changed, and I transferred to University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee, where I got my undergrad in secondary education and English. After I graduated, I subbed for a few years in a few districts and wound up here at Arrowhead, back home. I taught for a few years, and then I decided that I wanted to go get my master's. So while I was teaching full-time, I did my entire master's program at Carroll University in less than a year. I do not recommend doing that. It was a crazy year, but I did get it done, and I was able to then move on and start my family. So anyway, my credentials are there. I am an English teacher here at Arrowhead. I teach world literature and modern literature, and I'm also a tech integrator, and that role happens for me in the afternoons in the library. So if you're looking for me, you can always find me there. I also co-advise the student book club with Mrs. Herman. I'm on the professional learning team and the tech team. And this, if you can believe it, which I don't know if I can yet, is my 10th year at Arrowhead. So this is my little family. Obviously you see me there, and then in the middle is my daughter Nora Jane, and she is 3.5. She'll be 4 in November. She's a handful and super fun and just full of life. And then my husband is Chad. He and I both went to Merton together many moons ago, and we've been friends forever, and we've been married for, coming on 8 years in October. Life outside of school for me is pretty fun. I have a 3.5-year-old, like I said, and so we spend a ton of time just playing outside. We live on a lake, so we do a lot of swimming and paddleboarding, canoeing, boating, so lots of time outdoors. As far as I go, I guess for my own interests, I'm kind of a creative person, so I really love art. I'm trying to get back into that. Once I had my daughter, that kind of fell away for a little bit, but I'm trying to get back into my painting and all of that. You can see one of the pieces that I did this summer. It's a basic representation of a vacation that I took to Portland over the summer. And I actually have a print of that in my classroom so you can see it. And then obviously, I'm an English teacher, I love to read. Well, maybe that's not obvious, but I love to read. And it's something that I try to do every single day. And I set a goal for myself this year, and I have for the past few years, to read X amount of books in that year. This year I set a goal of 35 books, and I actually just finished book 27. It says 26 on the screen, but it's 27 now for 2020. So I will talk to you about the books that I'm reading and share with you in class this school year as well. Apart from that, I guess I really love to travel when I can, see new places, see new people, and just kind of enjoy what the world has to offer. Another thing that I wanted to mention is that music is a huge part of my life. I play guitar and piano, and I also sing. And so I wanted to mention this because when I get to know somebody, I always ask about what kind of music they're interested in and what they're drawn to, because I really feel like it shows a lot about who a person is. And one thing that I kind of started doing last year was I put together a Spotify playlist of all the songs that I had come across and listened to throughout the school year last year. And then I did the same thing over the summer, and I share them on my Instagram. I share the links or whatever. And so I wanted to share that with you guys because I have just created the new playlist for this school year, and you guys are more than welcome to check it out. But again, if you know any awesome music and you want to share it with me, please do so. I am always open. One last thing that I wanted to share with you guys is that despite all of our best efforts, every single person in my immediate family contracted COVID this summer. We were vigilant, just really like over the top about wearing masks and being careful and sanitizing our hands, and we were like super, super careful. But it did make its way into my family, starting with my husband and then me, and then my dad and my mom and my daughter. We all got COVID and survived it, but it was absolutely no picnic. It really took a toll on all of us and just laid us out for a couple weeks, each of us. So I just wanted to be very transparent with you about that because it is something to be taken seriously. I know that I'm in this video and in front of you now, and I'm doing very well, but it seriously knocked me on my tush. And I just want you to be aware that it's serious and not something to be toyed with. So if you have questions, I'm more than happy to answer them for you, but I just wanted you to know that it's real and it's very close to home for me. All right, you guys, so that is a basic overview of who I am. I am sure that you will get to know me better as the semester progresses, and I look forward to getting to know you as well. Can't wait to start the semester. See ya.